Hi, welcome back to the TInkerage. Quick update for you on the reorganization. I have done a few things. As you can see over here, I have moved the red sorting drawers, which were over here. Excuse the poor lighting from outside. Put them over there. I might still shift that an inch over to the right. But here's the big bit of planning that I've been doing. James from Molten Make is an absolute genius. He mentioned in a comment on one of my previous posts about Sortimo boxes and about kind of the organization type boxes, which, as you can see, I do have a fair few, although a bit miscellaneous, and how he stacked them sideways like books. And that got me thinking. I do have a couple up here stacked sideways, but most of them are stacked one on top of each other, which makes it a bit difficult to actually get through each one. You have to take out three, and that can be awkward, particularly close to the ceiling. So that comment from Molten Make got me thinking. So here's what I'm going to do. This shelf here, which is supported on the edge of this set of shelves and on top of the board there, I'm going to lower so the gap from the shelf to the ceiling is about 12 inches. Then I'll be able to stack all of my sorting boxes, including these larger ones, sideways like books. I'll put some little dividers in every now and again to stop them just all tipping over. I'll be able to store those within the length up to there. Little speakers will be able to go on top of the CD player. I'll be able to put some CDs on top of that, so I can maybe increase my CD collection out here. It will give me a bit of a dead corner, and it will reduce the amount of space I've got available here. But as this is such an awkward space, I'm not too worried about that. So that leads me then into what I'm going to do in this corner. Although I've moved these tubs over here, and that's freed up a little bit of space on this shelf, which I quite like, I'm still not 100% convinced by this set of shelving. So I'm going to sit on that for another couple of days, or maybe a day or so, just mull it over and see if I can come up with a better solution for how that space is being used. Once I've got that sorted, I'll know how I'll be able to support this here. I do need to do something over there. When I originally built it, this lower shelf extended much further over. As you might be able to tell, if I get the light right, this is actually dipping a bit here with the weight of that. Although things are secured to the wall, I don't like that. So this isn't level either, and that's something that's bugged me. But that's something I can address if I lower that shelf down. And by doing that, that will free up all of this upper shelf. And I'm thinking of maybe making some custom storage to go on there, maybe using some bits of scrap timber. Now I've brought some timber up from my summer house, and I've got a couple of ideas for what I'm going to do with that. One is that I'm going to swap these battens that are on the ceiling for some other bars, so that I can secure things in a few different places. I've been thinking about the lighting. Now I'd love to get some LED panels in here, but that's just cost prohibitive at the moment. But I might see about getting a cheap replacement LED tube and a couple of spotlights with LEDs to give me sort of more task function. So that's my plan at the moment. Still got a bit of thinking about this corner. I'll keep you updated with that. So hopefully by the weekend I should be able to get a little bit more building done. Oh, and say hello to the workshop dog. Right, if you want to keep updated on this, then do hit that notification button, do hit subscribe, and if you like it, please hit like. And if you've got any suggestions, please do make suggestions. I'd love to hear any suggestions. I'm trying to keep the cost down. I don't want to spend any money apart from maybe a little bit on some lighting. So if you've got some budget storage ideas, I've got quite a bit of scrap timber and spare bits of timber from old projects that can help. Let me know what you think about my idea. Bye for now.